The Weeknd caused a lot of commotion when the staff of his new TV show, The Idol, exposed him for trying to exploit them on set. But it looks like that was just the tip of the iceberg because he is now being accused of trying to profit off the traumatic events in Selena Gomez's life by recreating them in his show. And according to reports, Selena is not here for it and feels used and anxious. So what did The Weeknd really show in his show that ticked Selena Gomez off? The Weeknd's new TV show, The Idol, which he created alongside Sam Levinson and starring Lily Rose Depp, has been causing a lot of drama online ever since it was first announced. It's even worse after the Rolling Stones released an article comparing the show to torture porn after interviewing 13 of the staff. They called out the toxic work environment, and even according to the extensive article, The Weeknd actually got the show's original director, Amy Simons, fired from the show despite it already being 80% finished. And the reason he fired her was because The Weeknd felt it had too much of a female perspective. But that wasn't the worst part, because according to one of the crew members interviewed by the Rolling Stones, The Weeknd and Sam Levinson scrapped everything Amy created and completely turned the show into something disrespectful. The source was quoted saying, "It was like any fantasy that any toxic man would have in the show. And then the woman comes back for more because it makes her music better." How disturbing is that? After this article got out, a lot of people were disgusted and started boycotting the show even before it was released. This obviously made The Weeknd very angry, and he wasted no time in clapping back at Rolling Stones. He put up a tweet saying, "At Rolling Stones, did we upset you?" and attached a scene from The Idol where he calls the Rolling Stones irrelevant.
So, Rolling Stone came back to us about a cover, and I think it's worth pursuing.
Rolling Stone? Are they a little irrelevant?
It's a cover. It's a heritage brand. I think it's fail-safe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might be kind of past its prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody cares about Rolling Stone.
Well, I know a few writers over there that I think would handle whatever we want to do with them in a really careful way, which I think is important at this point.
Rolling Stone has 6 million followers on Instagram. Half of them probably bots.
Well, I don't know about that.
And Jocelyn has 78 million followers.
I am aware of her follower count.
All real, I'd assume. So she does a photo shoot, she tags them, they get her followers, more money for Rolling Stone, nothing for Jocelyn.
So there's a lot for Jocelyn.
Not on Rolling Stone.
It's unclear what The Weeknd was trying to achieve by posting this, but fans were not here for it and dragged him on social media, like this person who said, "I had no idea The Weeknd was this shockingly petty, ignorant, and arrogant. Are publicists no longer a thing? His show allegedly had all sorts of disturbing, misogynistic behavior happening both on and off screen. This is not the appropriate response to accusations like that." But see, this was just the start of The Weeknd's extremely disturbing behavior, because it didn't take long for fans to notice the striking resemblance between Lily's character, Jocelyn, and Selena Gomez. It all started when The Weeknd revealed during his press run for The Idol that a lot of Jocelyn's character was inspired by some real-life events from other artists.
Jocelyn is definitely inspired by my experiences and experiences that of other artists that I've witnessed, male, female.
But the part that really got fans' attention was when he said he was seeking to piss some people off and make them very upset.
And just, creating something special, daring, exciting, fun, make people laugh, piss some people off, it's just...
It didn't take long for fans to realize the person he was trying to piss off was Selena, and that he was basing the character of Jocelyn on Selena's struggle with addiction and fame. See, The Weeknd and Selena dated briefly, so if anyone knows what it takes to trigger Selena and spark a reaction out of her, it would be him. And after the first episode of the show aired, fans immediately began accusing The Weeknd of exploiting Selena's personal struggles. One of the first similarities between Jocelyn and Selena fans pointed out was that Jocelyn was a pop star when her world tour got canceled. She later made a comeback with a high-profile relationship. Now, do y'all remember when Selena also canceled her Revival World Tour only to make a comeback as The Weeknd's girlfriend? Yep, but it doesn't end there, because in The Weeknd's new show, his character, Tedros, also helps Jocelyn to reinvent herself so she can reach new heights in her music career. Again, this is very similar to when Selena came back from her hiatus with a more mature image and sound. But these were not the only similarities fans fans noticed while watching the show. There's also a point in the show when Tedros convinces Jocelyn to show more skin and wear seductive clothes so she can sell her sex appeal and get more people to listen to her music. The opening scene of the show featured Jocelyn posing nude while taking photos of her album cover. Once again, this is very identical to when Selena posed nude for her Revival album cover. When she started releasing songs like Fetish and Hand to Myself, mind you, Selena was still dating The Weeknd around this time, making people believe he was the one who convinced her to show more skin in her music. This rumor was confirmed when Selena admitted that the idea of her going nude for her album cover was not her idea and that she felt ashamed and disgusted after she released it.
I actually did an album cover and I was really ashamed after I...
Selena hit on this again during her 2020 cover story for Allure magazine when she said, "I just did things that weren't really me." She added, "There was pressure to seem more adult on my album Revival. I felt the need to show skin. I really don't think I was that person." But that wasn't even the worst of it. The tipping point for fans was when The Weeknd seemingly fetished Selena's mental health struggles. At one point in the show, Jocelyn can be seen wearing the bracelet from her recent visit to the hospital for her mental health, but her team tells her to keep it on because people find mental struggles sexy and it would be a good selling point for her to come off more sophisticated and sexy to people. A lot of people caught on to the shade and speculated that this was a dig at Selena's decade-long struggle with her mental health. So how does Selena feel about this and what has she said so far? Well, according to sources close to Selena, she is absolutely heartbroken that someone would use something so sensitive and personal about her life and make a mockery out of it by making a show. She reportedly wants no part in the show and wishes for him to respect her privacy and leave her alone. And based on all of this, a lot of internet users are actually super mad. One fan angrily reacted to the situation, dragging The Weeknd by saying, "I will never listen to his music again and I hope anyone involved in this show goes down financially." Another person added, "We can all admit that he is so much in love with her still. I think he loved her more than Bella. He's just so angry for her leaving him for Justin. I know if Selena comes and looks for The Weeknd and wants to be with him, he'll say yes less than a heartbeat. But we all know she should never go back with him." Funny how Charlie Puth, Justin Bieber, and the Abel haven't gotten over her and maybe they never will. Selena, you deserve a real man. But there were even some who defended The Weeknd, like this one user who said, "I love Selena, but she isn't the only young woman or man who has experienced being over-sexualized by Hollywood. I can get that Abel may have taken inspiration from her, but her story is very much like a lot of people, so to claim he's exploiting her for his show seems like a reach to me. Selena is a fully grown adult. Stop always making her a victim because she has had struggles in her life. We have all struggled. When you constantly infantilize her, it gives her this leeway to just be a crappy person and never be held accountable for it." And as for The Weeknd, well, he doesn't seem to care and is super excited for his new show. But it looks like he isn't benefiting from the show the way he thought he would, because of many of the major publications has called out the show as sexist, gratuitous, and achingly boring, while others call it sleazy and gross. And so far, the pilot episode hasn't been a hit. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about The Weeknd exploiting Selena's life story for his own TV show? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other cool video.